Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Hey there, Glenn with the Toy Temple, and today I have the pleasure of opening up Power Rangers Lightning Collection Lost Galaxy Magna Defender. Now, I've never watched Lost Galaxy. I've seen clips, I've watched reviews, it's hard to find time to watch a show that has 60 plus episodes when you're an adult who has to mow the grass and do things and spend time with people. But, I've always loved the design of Magna Defender. Even in high school, when I saw the show, in commercials for other shows, I love the design. I loved it. And I've always wanted just something that looks like this. So we've got this sword that turns into a gun, a blast lightning effect. Oh man, I'm in love already. The figure looks amazing in there. Look at this artwork, by the way. Lightning Collection has the best artwork. I know Marvel Legends has, glamour shots, but look at this artwork. It's amazing. And you can see it on the shelf. It's like, oh, look, that's Magna Defender. I know exactly what that is. Yes. And look, there's some there too. Oh. And on the back, you've got Magna Defender looking just so Magna and defending. Ooh. God, I love this figure already. So let's crack it open and take a look, and I hope you'll join me. And here's Magna Defender out of the packaging. And my gosh, does he look awesome. Now, a few things. The armor, bulky, looks awesome. Silver paint all along his chest, but then they kind of cheaped out on the belt here. But the belt is going to get a lot of playtime because, as you can see, it hangs loose. And that's going to rub a lot, and it would have rubbed paint all over the place. But they did hit the upper leg and all the way down with that silver paint. So I'll forgive it because they probably wanted it to look good. And that wouldn't have made it look very good. So I'm happy about that. As it turns out, missing paint actually can benefit a figure. Especially one that, you plan on people playing with. So, sword fits in his hand very nicely. We'll get to that here in a second. But, yeah, this thing, so good. The cape pegs in nicely. And pegs right back in. The green centerpiece looks amazing. They did green up there, which looks great. They did kind of a pale gold for the helmet. Doesn't match this. They did do this little bit of ab crunch. It's like a reverse ab crunch, I think. But that doesn't line up, which, is it just that it's super tight? Ugh, it won't go. Articulation kicking my butt right now. Ugh. Yeah, it's not going to go. Forgivable, but, you got to make him be able to pose at some point. Speaking of posing, if you want his arms to go, above his head in case he's got to reach a cereal box on the top shelf, he can, because the shoulder pads articulate, so he can reach all the way up and put it right back down. The joints feel really tight, feel really good. The knees feel awesome. Tight, not going anywhere. Legs, some resistance, which is good. You don't want them flopping all over the place like Legacy. Lightning Collection's been really good about it. I've not really seen too much loose on any particular figure, so it's nice that they have consistent quality when it comes to that. Double jointed elbows look good. Paint along the wrist and lower arm looking solid. The helmet just looks so good to me. They did it with a nice glossy black on both sides. The horns do not articulate, thank goodness. A little bit of that black paint made its way onto the horns, but, you can probably look past it. A little bit of that black got onto the gold right there. A little dent in his helmet, probably got bonked on the head too hard. Mouthpiece looks clean. Visor looks awesome. Gold still along his mouth looks really clean. They missed a little bit of the gold on his mouth, but I'm willing to forgive. The rest of the figure looks amazing. Bulky, the size that Magna Defender deserves to be. And still rocking those butterfly joints, is it? I'd say so, yeah. They really like the butterfly joints, which don't really do much on this. The chest piece gets in the way, but... And actually, is there a way to remove that chest piece? There's not. It's kind of just put on there. Head articulates really well. You can show emotion, a little bit of attitude, you know. I love it. It's really filling the need of those not Power Rangers. And I know Magna Defender was like the 6th Ranger of Lost Galaxy. I know that much. Forgive me. I'm not, you know, watching every season, but man, I appreciate a good Ranger, and this dude fits the bill. Let's take a look at those accessories and find out more about what I love about this guy. Accessory-wise, we do have several cool things. We've got open hand and, you know, this hand for holding a gun, like bloom, bloom, bloom. And look at that. They can hold hands. That's so cute. Additionally, we do have the gun and the blast effect. And if you push hard enough, look, you can be like, pow, pow, pow. And it's got the blast effect, but it does take a little bit of muscle to really stick that on there. And I'm afraid if you push too hard, nope, I guess it's tight. That's fine. You know what? I'd rather be proven wrong. That looks good. Blast effect is cool. It's translucent blue. The gun has some really good detail. Gold right there, a little bit of green paint. Same thing on the other side. So, you know, boom, boom, boom. I know I'm doing a lot of gun effects, but man, this gun is sweet. And the fact that this gun doubles as his sword, even better. Comes with a sheath. The sheath has a peg, pegs into the belt on the body. Looks amazing. And, oh man, look at that sword. Gold paint all along the blade. Silver lining the edges, looking great. The horns coming off the sides, amazing. I really like the design. Whoosh, looks great. And it fits snugly in the sheath, which I always appreciate. Looks amazing. Does it peg into his belt nicely? Let's find out. There it goes. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice. Now, will I have him pose with the sword or the gun? That is for me to know and you to never maybe find out. But yeah, it does peg in, and it's not going anywhere, so that's great. Oh, okay, you're back. Oh, sorry. Let's do that size comparison. Who do I got? Let's see. I've got Zed. Let's throw Zed up there. Oh no, your thing's falling off. How about Goldar? Let's throw Goldar over here. I wasn't playing shooty gun with him. And the Lightning Collection still scales really well. Magna Defender, bulked up. Zed, obviously the most imposing force, taller. Goldar, also tall. Tommy actually on the shorter end. Let's see how he scales with Legacy. Actually, not too bad. Billy, way too tall, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. So, what are my thoughts on Magna Defender? Well, I love the idea. I love the costume. I love the knight appearance of him. He looks amazing. Looks futuristic. The sword is nice, and then you can add that gun feature to him. Looks amazing. The design, I would have made some different choices. I would have included a cloth cape rather than a plastic cape. You know, it's, I'm sure I can find one on eBay, but it's like, Star Wars The Black Series has cloth. Why not include it with some Lightning Collection? Man, just, the ab crunch doesn't line up, nor does it really work for me. I try and it doesn't work. So I don't know. His upper torso looks fabulous, but missed some paint on the helmet. The paint elsewhere is awesome. They really did well with the very thin lines. A little bit of silver right there. I can scrape that off with a fingernail. He can lift his arms above his head. Whoop, like that. The holster, you know, just kind of slings on right there, and that's fine. I'm not too concerned about it. It's unpainted, gray plastic. It should match this. I'll probably take a paint pen to it because I'm a crazy person and I want matching colors. So, verdict, I'd probably give it, 4.75 out of 5. I love so much about it, and I know I gave Goldar the same score, but man, this was amazing. This was so good, and I'm so glad I have it. So, yeah, do you like Lost Galaxy? Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Hit like, share, subscribe. Check me out on Instagram, @TheToyTemple, and Twitter. I don't post so much on there, but you know what? Do it anyway. Or don't. I don't care. And remember, you're never too old to enjoy the things you love.